Hey gang, welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween. We're on the 5th day, and today we're going to talk about the 1980, ghost story, The Changeling, starring George C. Scott. I have to admit, it's one of my top tier spooky films. It's something I don't watch very often. Haven't seen it in quite a while, actually. But every time I do see it, I remember just how well told this is. Very, 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 very good. We see a man who lost his family in a roadside car accident, which disturbs him enough, like it would anyone. He moves away. He takes residence in this gigantic house that just happens to be completely furnished and, just immaculate. And there's good reason for why nobody wants to rent this place. This film is a lot like any ghost story, spooky, atmospheric, film, but luckily, even in the 80s, which we hadn't got there yet quite with the jump scares, it doesn't rely on the jump scares. It goes back to what makes these films really work, and it's music and timing and storytelling, and most importantly, and of course, acting. George C. Scott being a phenomenal actor, and he brings the story to life. I don't want to go too much into the story at all because there's a lot to give away even early in this film. I will talk about he's a composer, and he's written a piece of music, and while in the house he finds a music box that when you open it, it plays the same music that he has been making. And there's no way for him to have known this because he opened the box afterwards. There is some happenings that go on. There's a seance that happens that's really kind of disturbing. There are things that are found out and, throughout the film, making it somewhat of a mystery film as well. And just brings it all together as a really solid ghost story type horror film. Like I said, I don't want to go into it any more than that, because if you haven't seen it, then a lot of it's given away, and they do such a good job with pacing of giving you this stuff when you need to know it, that it does a disservice to go into what's going on. Just know that it is a creepy film. It's not overly scary. It doesn't rely on the horror part of the horror genre as much as a lot of other films. It is slow paced, but not so slow that you get bored or tired of it. It is it's pretty much a perfect mix of the pace. The cinematography is great. The inside of the house looks amazing. It is lit perfect. It makes it have that very appealing look that you want in a film like this. And I swear, I can't put my finger on it, but just like almost anything else, stuff is reused. This house has been reused. I wanted to say that it's the inside of the Psycho house, but I really doubt it. I really doubt it. I'm trying to see if it was who it was made. Anyway, it's been used before. I've seen it. I thought it from the very first time they walked in and walked down the staircase especially. I've seen this house, and I know I have. I just can't figure out where it is. And I'm sure one of you guys know, and can tell me. I have not researched it, and nor do I have any plans to do that. But just know this is one that needs to be watched. If you're a horror fan and you haven't seen this, then you need to come up with an excuse why. If you're not a horror fan, this is one that I can recommend for a gloomy night with your significant other or by yourself or whatever, to put in the DVD player and sit back and watch a really well told story. So that's day 5 in the books. The Changeling, I bought this at a going out of sale in a video store, and it has Ian's favorite accessory, the snapper case. Oh, I've just heard the DVD fall. Which also has the scenes and the creepy house. A lot of times the good thing about these snapper case films is the artwork and the inside artwork as well, but for whatever reason they are disliked, and that's okay. So 1980, George C. Scott, The Changeling. Until next time, later.